Alright, I'm here. I'm tired. I've got some streaming in on the weekend, but I think I took a nap both days. I say think because I'm not actually sure how long I was out on Sunday. So it's only like a vague idea that I was asleep and not really a solid idea that any such thing happened. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn something on. Give me a second. I'm doing this. I've had a lot of shit open. I was also tempted not to stream today because I turned Eidolon off, and then when I went to start 14, I saw it had an update. They just added the third master class in. So I was very tempted to just say fuck it and turn the game back on. Just getting Bongo Cat started. I forgot to launch it. I remembered Tits this time, but I forgot Bongo Cat. Okay, Bongo Cat's running. We're just gonna... Okay, Bongo Cat's running, but it hasn't loaded into the stream yet because of the way my settings work. There we go. If I don't launch the game first and let OBS connect into it first, it will just black screen itself. But Bongo Cat has like... It's got settings so its background can disappear. Which is how it's running in stream without problems. But, yeah, no, I was very tempted to just not stream. The only reason we're doing 14 today, and we're actually gonna do this right now. Before I lose this. Because it will disappear on me. Shit, what did I... Oh, yeah, Kirby. Hey, buddy. We're gonna go suffer and die, I guess. Oh, that is perfect fucking aim. How did I do this? Cool. Okay. Okay, me. Probably never doing that one again. He looks so comfy. Just sitting on the bell. Yeah, I was very tempted to just not stream at all today. But we're streaming today because I believe Frontlines is on Seal Rock right now. Game, you have literally not spawned this every single fucking time I have attempted this, and now you do it? Well, I guess I got bonus tomes out of it, so that's nice. It's gonna be a very, very valuable run of this. We're getting like what, 120 off the roulette and 150 off of... Is 150 a one-time weekly thing, or is that every run? Fuck if I remember. FYI, I have a popsicle, so I apologize for my bad mechanics. Okay, fuck you, that is a good excuse. I should go get popsicles because it got really hot here for a bit. Kind of chilled off now, but it's been raining for like the past week. Or at least get like some freezies or something. I haven't had freezies in years though. God, I want some. Probably be easier to store anyways.
Careful.
Not to mention I don't have to give a shit about them melting in the car because they aren't frozen. You have to stick them in the freezer to get that.
How about we start with a big fat knuckle sandwich?
God, it's so weird that it spawned Jeuno of all things. Like, consistency-wise, I usually get the 12 God stuff and Nier raids.
Wait for it. Wait for it!
Okay, granted I got Circus Tower yesterday. But I was
Is
also
that
on
all you
stage on that
got?
one.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Also, guys, she doesn't consistently go for 3 on the second one. I don't know why everybody's making that assumption. Trish is not that consistent about anything.
Nullifying drop kick to your fat head. Altana, give me strength.
Like, fuck, I wish she was. She is not.
By the light of the dawn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, we're just getting started.
Weird to see a Bard actually have generated enmity, and even then, that's really not that high.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Auroral uppercut. Behold the blessed power of Altana.
Like, the other summoner is the lowest, so they're below the healers, but, they're actually, like, genuinely low eye level, so...
Still kicking?
It's not fine, but, like, everybody's way higher than they are, so it's kind of unavoidable.
You ready for this? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Open your eyes. Man, is that all? And I was just working up an appetite.
Also, the problem is if they're new, I'm not gonna get a...
This should do it.
Not gonna get a reward for that in my book. I was kind of hoping for a newbie bonus
Take
here.
this, and that, and one of these.
But these don't give newbie bonuses until they're no longer the newest alliance raid. Which pisses me
Now
off
we're
so
having a
badly. They were like
party.
trying to fix a problem and they just screwed everybody else over.
Time to get serious. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Bam!
They pull all the way to the far end. Guys, I'm long
Ouch,
casting,
that was a
please
good
move. Like, I can't do fucking anything about that.
This wasn't how it was supposed
Yeah,
to go.
I'm actually gonna get tomes out of
to
this.
pick
That's
with this
nice.
one. But
Maybe we will
first,
get another weapon today. Remember,
only
starting
way
point
out
is below
is
900,
forward.
so... A little fussier.
Hey,
Weird audio caught off. Thanks, game.
go. We'll look after the girl. What is that? Is some kind of Tural
Oh,
Vitral?
thank fuck, my tank is actually doing its job. I did not go easy on that run-in.
On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big. A dragon! Ah, but surely it's no match for you.
Also, no, I don't give a shit that I'm overriding this. Like, and see, if you didn't want this to be a problem, you shouldn't have attached a damage burst to the end of a buff. I'm not gonna sack my own damage just so that the party gets a small extra bonus. It's just not worth it. The game was not designed around having multiple copies of the same job in the same party. It never was. And they just keep making that worse. Like, shit, it can't even handle having multiple copies of Bard in the party. It will constantly switch which buff it thinks is active. Because they absolutely do not stack. Yeah, so either this summoner is complete ass or they are new to this. It's hard to tell which. There's really such a minimal difference between the two at this point. The healers are at least doing their job, which is a fucking improvement over some of the groups I've seen in here. Guys, I know the tanks aren't doing their jobs, but can the people that are getting aggro by accident at least gather these the fuck up, please? Hey, fucking take inputs, please. God damn. It is so fucking annoying. Up because they're gonna go straight into, most of the time they'll go straight into mid and just fuck everybody up. Also, holy shit, Fafnir, you okay, buddy? How are you already at 20? Didn't we just start? Like, fuck, apparently everybody that queued in is, like, max geared. This is actually insane. Like, shit. Holy fuck, I don't think I've seen this go so fast before.
Magic. Oh,
I keep calling groups slow, but I've never seen one go this fast. Like, this is a weird outlier, especially for a fucking Monday. We're one day away from everything resetting, and somehow I just got, like, the fucking strongest team possible in this off of roulette of all things. What the actual fuck is going on? It's so baffling. This is one of those I'm straight up tempted to shut the game off after this kind of moments, because, like, it's not going to get better. And it's not going to stay this good. So why annoy the shit out of myself later? Also, side note, the dude that's saying he was eating a popsicle is the white mage.
About that big tower.
And, you know, still doing their job correctly. Like, what is this group? Bitch, what do you mean you had a blue raspberry popsicle? Fucking share! I think I was fine there. I don't think I was actually in that. Like, except for this other summoner, who I'm pretty damn sure is new at this point, because, like, they're the only outlier in this entire thing.
Five of them? This should be
Oh, good. We're on the Tartaru. If I timed that better, I might have at least been able to clip the Gulka. I think you can still AoE them temporarily off the start, because it takes a while to set off the, suck on this ass positioning.
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you.
But it takes them a while to set off the barrier ability, so I think you can actually AoE them a bit.
You shall be twisted by the envy that drives you.
Also, no, I am not going to attempt to dash in between the attacks again. I know it's possible. I don't feel like doing it this time. So guys, there's really no point in gathering them like that. It's also just like potentially straight up harmful for this part. It's like we can't AoE them now. It will ping off.
Cowardice dismembers.
Also, that brings up an interesting point. Does this have a safety measure to make sure it transitions into the other two archangels if the HP drops too low? Actually, maybe it does. Hold on, was it supposed to swap there? May have to actually check like
You shall be smothered by the arrogance.
I definitely have plenty of evidence for how this works, even if I can't remember. Because if it doesn't, this is going to be real interesting later once we gain a shit ton of extra damage. Excuse me, White Mage, how fucking laggy are you?
You shall be defeated by the apathy that plagues you.
Also, remember these guys do share HP, technically.
Envy engulfs.
Wondering how this will play out over time. Be too far over.
cowardice dismembers.
Because, like, look at their weird HP values. They should be relatively even. They are not even. It's flattening out a bit over time, but they were not evened out. That's how hard we're hitting them, that we could influence the difference that hard. Like, why are you aiming at me? What the fuck? Enmity resets?
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you.
Yeah, we only have 2 bars. Holy shit, guys. What is this party? Why couldn't I find players that's good on Tuesday? What
Well
the
fought.
fuck? Why does this always happen?
Well.
Again, this is Monday. Usually the later in the week it gets, the shittier these
Our
runs tend
next
to be.
destination. No doubt the
What
war
is going on?
reception awaits us. Let's go and have a look. What?
Like,
Why
I'm
only you?
actually confused. Okay, we did have one newbie. And it was not the other summoner. They are actually just shit. Okay. Like I said, it's hard to tell. We have one newbie. It's not in my party. The tank of all things, too. Weird, I'm not seeing any odd tank issues. So either they looked up a guide or they've done this on a different character. That is technically possible. I don't understand the people that maintain multiple characters. Like, the only thing that resulted in me making other characters is the cloud test server.
I cannot die.
One of the beta tests because I wanted to look at an Arcanist without all the upgrades on this
kind from this world.
And, you know, replaying the story because I want to do that on a fresh character rather than New Game Plus. It just feels like it kind of defeats the point if I do it on New Game Plus.
The land trembles before my might! Frail mortals! I will tear your flesh and crush your bones!
Like, the whole point is to experience it as close to what a new player would experience. Because I still have, like, account bonuses and shit. Game, again, inputs, please. Yeah, I'm wondering how many of these fights have, like, backups for if you just absolutely obliterate the bosses. SC's gotten better about doing that, but we never find out what they are until we, like, get to the next expansion,
Flames
usually.
of hatred! Oh, how they burn! There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash!
Like, they have to go back with the Realm Reborn Primals to actually set certain precautions in to avoid weird shit happening.
Let the fires ride and
How did I get my shit get uncycled like that? Whatever.
Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny! The darkness within me shall devour you all! This insult!
Also, I really gotta stop button mashing. It's gonna give me bad habits the next time I try to play Ninja.
Give up your painful strivings! Give in to the darkness of oblivion! Your funeral dirge has begun! Its mournful notes sing of your demise! Wretched filth! Return to the feculent soil that birthed you! Behold, as the spate of my rage quenches the candle of your trivial existence.
Oh no, there's the tank problems. I know who I'm looking for. Oh, you suck, game.
Can your vaunted justice withstand the brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath?
Guys, stop wiggling for fuck's sake. Oh, a couple people are being turned into
I
volleyballs.
will crush you like the insects you are!
I wonder what happens if people don't actually get hit by that. I'll never see it, probably.
I will keep coming back until the fires
That's
of
the
wrath
move that I'm most
consume
curious
me.
about. I know what happens if it gets too many. It just shoots a couple of them into the air. As it only needs 3 for the mechanic. Seriously, that run is so weird. Probably won't see another run this good in a long time. I rolled 12 on 2 of those? Yes, I did. What the hell? Game, please. Why are you like this? Oh, wait. The coin thing isn't restricted anymore. What the fuck is? It's not the coin. I thought the coin was restricted. It's not the gear. Oh, that is weird. It's just a daily bonus on the tomes? Like, what the fuck? What is actually restricted? It's not the tomes entirely, because I got so much off of that. Hold on. Can you even see it? Right, that highlights. Yeah, we got the base amount, plus all the stuff that came off the regular enemies. Finishing amount, the roulette amount. Yeah. What? I could have sworn something was still restricted. What the fuck is it? Yeah, reward already received. Oh, it's gotta be the cash for buying materia. So that's the only thing I can think of if it's not the coin. I thought it was the coin. So I guess I got an extra then. Nice. Because those clusters were from the DPS required on Alliance Roulette bonus. So it's not the coin then. Interesting. And yes, I know they announced the next Alliance raid. It's Sandoria the second walk, because apparently SE just wanted to be fucking contrarian like that. You know, when you named it the first walk, I assumed you were just doing Jeuno as the starting section the entire time, because that made the most sense. Since it literally is just 3 bridges around a pillar. But no, Sandoria the second walk, you motherfuckers. Yeah, no, that was very, very lucrative. I wish that would come up more often. It's why I keep doing normal raids the way I'm doing them. Where, on Tuesday, I did normal raids before I started doing the actual, you know, normal run to get the gear pieces. This is like, well, it has a high likelihood of bringing up what I'm already looking for. I might as well get the bonus tomes out of it instead of having to do it again. That way, if it doesn't give me a gear piece, I just run it again normally anyways. Problem is this week it's so far giving me Honeybee and Brute Bomber. So I get even less tomes out of it. It's 10 less, but that adds up over time. And I'm just like, cool, thanks. I totally needed to suffer through Honeybee again. But yeah, that didn't give me any... Well, maybe it did give me a second chance point. Because I was at 1. Okay, that has no chance of giving me anything good, but... Yeah. Has no chance of giving me 3, I might as well do that. Look how cash this in with Dark Knight. Hold on, let's remove this for a second. Yeah, let's go cash this in. Actually, let's go cash this in and then go do the dailies I just neglected to do. Because I saw Alliance Roulette had DPS. Absolutely fucking worth it, though. Holy shit. Sorry, Carby, you gotta go for a bit. Might be back later, because I think I'll probably do normal as summoner. It's also like my first time actually finishing this book in the longest ass time. Because it's just so worthless to do. Hey, see, that's even more confusing than the way you listed these before. The fuck does risk reward grade 17 even mean? Right, come on, use the damn thing. Also, I should talk to her again, because I don't know if that was this week's book or last week's. I just realized I don't remember which book it was. Okay, it was this week's book. Weird. I have not done those in forever because of the stupid newbie requirements. I cannot be bothered. That and it always gives me Thornton or Bismarck, and those take fucking forever for no good reason. There's so much pissing around in those fights. There's just absolutely nothing to do for long periods of time because of how they work so low. There's also no way around it with Bismarck. Thornton there might be. So I don't know if you can one-shot Thornton before you can do a phase transition, but Bismarck doesn't have that benefit. Bismarck's too heavily sequenced. So you have to go through its ad phase and just deal with the, like, 2 minutes of fucking pissing around it takes. God, I wish I was joking, but I think it's, like, close to 2 minutes. It's such a giant waste of time. Alright, let's go take care of dailies real quick. We have to go do these, and then we have to go do the Mummel-Jaw ones. Those at least I get to stop once I finish them. These I don't get to stop until I've actually capped out. And yes, I could just go do leveling dungeons, but the problem is I need tomes. Those are kind of a higher priority. I could also go do fates, but I just don't want to. This is where I left off Fate progress-wise. So I just have 2 areas left. They're halfway through their last rank, so it's not like I have that much left to do, but I also just don't want to do it again. Fate grinding just sucks, especially with how stupid players are. Also, the amount of players is really petered off already. Since, you know, the Demi-Atma thing was a one-time grind. I wonder what the fuck they'll make us do on the next one. It's not gonna be Fates again, that wouldn't make any sense, but it's gotta have another secondary. I guess it could still be Fates, I think. Actually, I don't remember how the resistance weapons secondaries worked, and I can't check because I have them done. I have literally every fucking weapon. Sorry, just trying to get around that frog without aggroing it. I don't actually know if I can right now, but I don't want to find out. It's not like it can kill me, but I also don't want to waste my time either having to run away from it or kill it. Also, I'm probably gonna stop using this mount soon. I can't tell where the fuck I'm trying to land with it. It's too big. It's why I'm not using it in PvP. Well, there's 2 reasons for not using it in PvP. In Frontlines, you should not use giant mounts, ever. It makes you way too easy to see once you get within draw distance. I have straight up caught people trying to back cap things because of that. You want to be low to the ground and generally not use anything that glows. If you're trying to be sneaky, at least. If you're not, I don't know why you're trying to back cap in that case. then again, I also saw a fucking, instance where they were not, entire team was not guarding a spawn point literally in their own spawn. We even saw people run the other direction repeatedly. So we managed to just steal it and stun the one dude that responded to the fact that nobody was there. It was such a weird situation. I'm just like, usually there's at least one dude AFK staring at a not fully spawned in node. Not even that. Not even that. Also, I've been derping around on Pictomancer and Frontlines again. I don't get insane damage, I just find it funny. Well, then having the ability to escape practically anything is just way too good in Frontlines. People do not know how to respond to you using Smudge in Frontlines, I can tell you that much. Especially if you throw yourself off a ledge. People really just do not know what to do with themselves at that point. I could push this until it levels, but... I still have to pick up my dailies. I don't want to, though, is the thing. Maybe later. I want to make sure I got the weapon first. And we're, 305 away, so... I guess priorities are just jank right now. Let's get this done, though. If I don't do this, I will forget it exists. Like, I keep forgetting that there was a new collectible delivery NPC. I did eventually get that plot-wise done, by the way. It is finished. I don't have all the achievements for it yet. Then again, most of them I don't have all the achievements for. Just past the point, there's almost no reason to do them. Also, game, please stop slowing me down with animations. I just want to get this shit done. So maybe I should have hit the tree. That would have been some easy, some very easy script. Honestly, I still think fishing is better for the, orange scripts. You really don't get much out of maxing those out. I've hit that tree before. It, really doesn't give that much. Oh yeah, I should also look up if they bothered to translate whatever the fuck was in that live letter. Because apparently they were discussing, feedback to, Occult Crescent and, Cosmic Exploration. But, you know, Japanese live letter. They don't live translate like they used to. Probably fired whoever the fuck was on the translation team for that, which I wouldn't be surprised considering, you know, again, they still haven't fixed any of the PvP text as far as I'm aware. Actually, hold on. Oh yeah, no, it's still fucking Bork. Still says half asleep, sleep. You know, 4 seasons in, they haven't fixed it. Apparently nobody gives a shit and they can't be bothered to hire anybody that actually understands PvP enough to catch these problems. Also, it's just like, every other language version just doesn't bother to name the status effects. So that they don't have to worry about that text being correct, because it's always correct. It's pretty hard to be wrong when you just don't bother to name the status effects. The only one in that case that has to be fixed is Purify, and that's one of the few that's correct right now. The other one being Bard's Wanderers because it's trying to mimic the PvE version as far as I can tell. And with PvE, they're constantly making changes to status effects, so it's a lot easier to, again, not name the status effects directly. Also, it's just kind of baffling because it bloods the text on already extremely bloated abilities. Looking at you, Primal Scream or whatever the fuck you are on Warrior, because that is definitely the worst offender in this case. That ability text is so bloated, I could not figure out what it did until I played Warrior a few times in Frontlines. Because it's just illegible at that point. It'd help if the training dummies ever fucking worked correctly, but half the shit doesn't work on them correctly at all. And we don't have ones that you can test healing abilities on, which I don't know why that is an issue. It's not like we can't make NPCs that we can heal. They exist. Yeah, granted, the player base would probably be too stupid to understand what the fuck they are if they saw striking dummies with green HP bars. Let's face it, the player base absolutely is too brain dead to understand that basic concept. So it does make it really ironic that the thing they're testing you on the fuck was the full name of it? Sky, Sea, and something. The ones that let you test the extremes and savages for DPS. Why does it check the DPS of the healers and not their healing capacity? Dumb fucks. Yes, they need to DPS, but that doesn't tell you everything you need to know. Not by a long shot. It's just like the dumbest thing I think SE's ever put in the game. And again, we have the ability to heal NPCs in certain instances. So why do we not have anything that can track healing? Just, who the fuck decided that? Oh, Jesus fuck, I hate these old ones. This is the set out of all the raids that I'm always worried about getting, because it is physically the worst. Because it is so heavily gimmicked for a easy one. It's gimmicky to the point of almost being entirely unplayable. Also, like, these straight up just don't give us trash mobs in these anymore. Because why were we doing this anyways? Like, actually, why were we bothering with the trash mobs? It's so pointless. Also, who the fuck got us stuck in this shithole anyways? The only part I remember about this is the fucking vehicles. So I think like one DPS has to sit in, and fuck, I do not want to do it. A Viper of all things got us stuck in here? Really, dude? Did you buy a bunch of skips? Why is a tank volunteering to do that? Thought we actually needed both tanks down here. Also, like, as far as I can tell, the other tank is ass at his job, so, like, why? Honestly remember what the tank's supposed to do. I think it had something to do with bombs, but like that hasn't happened yet. This is why we needed 2 tanks. Fuck's sake. Is there even any point in moving the bombs now that I think about it? Like, do we really even need to? Dude, you're not even moving them well. Like, at this point, I think it might actually just be faster to entirely ignore the bombs. If you want me to be honest. But like, this shit is so gimmicky, there's just absolutely no fucking point in any of it anymore. Also, dude, I don't even think we can kill the bombs, because I think I pretty much hit that with AoE and it didn't do anything. It's just amazing how utterly pointless that entire fight is. It's not even a real boss fight either. Like, SE very specifically does not design shit like that anymore for damn good reasons. It just sucks to do. It's not fun. It doesn't even feel like it's meant to be a raid anymore. Yeah, I know it's the normal one, but it doesn't feel like it's built to be a raid anymore, which fucking sucks. Also, hold on. I'm still getting freaking intestinal pain. You would think it would lay off after I cleared, like, everything out of there, but nope. But I looked up what you're supposed to treat it with painkiller-wise, so, like, I have a better idea what the fuck's going on. And there's still, you know, gaps in the terrain up here. So, like, who's paying attention? Clearly not SE. I could go to PvP now and just say, fuck it. I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Oh, fuck. I got all those tomes in like an hour? What the shit? Seriously, that Jeuno run was so valuable. Wish I'd spawned Jeuno more often. Okay, I did not get direct hit. That's the one that was missing when I opened that earlier. I'm missing the direct hit 12. It's the one I always have the least of for some reason. Like, I could not explain why, but it is. So, bye, Kirby. Time for me to do expert roulette. You know, if I get this on fast enough, this might be a shorter stream. To be fair, I probably also should keep it shorter, because I have to do a reset tomorrow as well. I don't know. I'm still figuring shit out. Okay, I wasn't imagining that. Twitch updated so most of the buttons on the platform have rounded edges. I thought I was going insane. It did change. Also, what's with the roundification of the internet? Why does everything eventually become round? No, like, actually, why does that seem to be the inevitability of everything on the internet? And eventually it becomes either circles or rounded off on the edges. Honestly, I wouldn't say it looks bad. In my opinion, it looks okay. It looks good in OBS is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, the chat button. Because I have my, my chat plugged into OBS. It looks good there. I'm not sure how it looks on the actual platform itself. Like, it looks okay. I guess, save my opinion until I see the full page. 'Cause I'm only looking at my, my actual, stream information page. The manager. I don't know. I think at least the chat button looks nice, rounded off. Mostly because there's so many other round objects listed in the chat bar, especially once you have a, like, moderator status on a channel and shit. Everything is round, so it looks kind of nice. I know, I might just be weird, but it's like, why everything inevitably goes to round? What the fuck is that about? Why was the early internet just like all about blocky designs and then now everything's rounded off? So I just realized I gotta remember to actually eat the leftover noodles in my my fridge. I ate some of them yesterday for dinner, but I didn't eat the entire thing. We went to BBQ, which is a place that specializes in Korean style fried chicken. Fuck, it is so good. It is literally the best fried chicken in town. And this town is obsessed with fried chicken. We have So many locations for it. It's a relatively smaller town. So like the mega cities the US is used to. Actually, compared to the mega cities, it's really small. But we've got like 2 Popeyes, 2 churches, at least 2 Mary Brown's locations, though Mary Brown's is trash. The chicken is so dry. It's not that good, which sucks because it's like the Canadian location. We got one BBQ, which is, as far as I'm aware, is a franchise. Or at least there's multiple locations. Fuck, what else? We still have KFC, even though it's ass. And KFC is merged in with Taco Bell here. We only have one of those. That's what it is. It's the flowers I'm seeing. Fuck, that's confusing. I was like, why do I see a red bar? It looked like a player name or something. No, it's the flowers behind my head. I'm a dumbass. Don't worry about it. I'm a dumbass and I'm tired. Bad combination. Fuck. We used to have another independent one, but they shut down and it became a breakfast and lunch cafe. That was very recent. Is the name of the fried chicken place is the one still listed on Google Maps. It's very easy to get fried chicken around here, and it makes sense because we really don't have that much space for like bigger animals. It makes sense that a lot of places would raise chickens instead, or at least like we have plenty of seafood. Seafood's also easy to get here, even though I'm not huge into the seafood. Is that supposed to be a yarn ball? Might add that in later. I'll eat fish. I'm not a huge fan of other seafood. I also just don't like what they have to do to lobsters and crabs to cook them. I get why. I don't like the idea of it. Then I also don't want to be reminded that meat used to be an animal. I'm fine eating meat. I don't want to see the head of a fish still attached to it when it's served to me. Being able to having it look me in the eye is not a pleasant experience. To be fair, I also don't like bones in my my chicken or fish either, but I'll tolerate that, but sometimes it sets off sensory issues, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? So usually if I get chicken, it's boneless. Usually. Well, then I have a pretty bad overbite, so it's just a fucking pain in the ass to eat anything on the bone anyways. Also, what hellhole is this gonna put me in today? Yeah, what was the payout rate? 60 for this. 60, 80, so 140? No, 160. I'm being a dumbass, don't worry about it. Oh no, it was 140 because it's 60 on the other one. Duh. I was right the first time. So I'll need 105 more after that. If I decide to do Seal Rock, that's 3 runs. I guess I could also throw in Trials and limit that a bit more. You know, it is 140. I'm just a dumbass. Dumbass and I'm tired. Not a great combination. Oh, that also depends on whether or not it gives me a Sveen or Beatrix, I guess. But I've still yet to see either of those come up in Trials Roulette. Fucking Endsinger comes up constantly, and that's like, oh cool, we just wiped because the tanks can't be bothered to do their jobs. Nice. I say, seriously, please stop making content, like, regular content where one player can screw over the entire party. That's been pissing me off. I'm so sick of it. I am so fucking sick of it. I was sick of it after Warrior of Light. Because that's just so frustrating. Because it's like, cool, I just spent several seconds doing continuous button mashing just to fucking have to redo the entire first half of the fight. Also, a tank, if you push yourself too far into the corner, you're not actually helping any of us. Mostly in that it just causes the enemies to bounce around continuously. It's not helpful. Fuck's sake, literally right as I go to hit the button, they dash. I'm usually using the tank to get caught up with the enemies. If I don't have sprint. Because if I miss either of the den abilities, I don't get the buff from it. Alright, how cooked am I? The most recent VOD I put up was the one where I just got super tired by the time I got to this and kept eating shit over and over again. Hey, guys, can you fuck off? The melees kinda need room here. So, the red mage not helping with these, or are they just that bad? Like, I just legit can't tell. You actually have to deal with these. I don't know what it does, but I don't want to find out. Holy shit, dudes! I can only assume the red mage is just fucking ignoring them instead. Fucking asshole. Like, cool, you didn't really speed us up that much when I had to keep fucking going out of my way to get extra damage in on them. Like, thanks, asshat. I was like, bitch, you're the ranged one, not me. Maybe. But I got the job done, so, yeah. Think you've got them. Keep going, my dude. Their instant attacks are good, but they're not that good. Now, if I was in, you know, reawakened, sure. Stop to grab them. I will pull aggro on that. Yes, I am just like actively changing targets as I'm doing that. I'm tapping the, I'm letting go of the target and then tapping the A button as I'm re-angling my character. I am not doing that any other way. I am doing that just the dumbest, most bullshit way I can. There's no intelligence to it. I've played too much PvP and now I'm just kind of used to this shit. Okay, really? Right now? Literally, I cannot get up to grab that. My phone's ringing. The home line's ringing, not the cell phone. Cell phone already went off on me today for what I think was a telemarketer based on the area code. Also, Red Mage, for the love of God, would you stop sitting up the boss's ass the entire time? Thank you. So wildly unnecessary for half of this. Like, yeah, you got melee shit, but, dude, you don't need to be up the boss's ass the entire time. You're just making it harder for me. Snake tank. Also, side note, they're also just using their, technically the backflip cooldown, but it's shared between two different moves. Just like the moment it comes up, which is not technically correct, because like if you need movement tech after that, you're just screwed. Really? Really? We're fucking doing this? You're that bad at the game? Got it. Nah, seriously, if you can't DPS fast enough here, maybe you shouldn't be playing. Just saying that. Nothing in this fight is hard enough to justify fucking using the limit break to kill these things. Especially with how bullshit this final boss is. Safe spot. It is. The problem with the last time I did this, where I was just like fucking everything up, I was so cooked that I was getting the positioning wrong. I'm not playing chicken super hard with this. It will squish me. And I really wish the tanks would stop playing chicken with it, because it almost one-shots them. Like every time without fail, that is nearly a one-shot. That's a lot of faith to put in the healers actually being fucking competent, because, boy, most of the mains. One that was slow as balls, and I'm like, dude, why would you fucking do that when the healers prove they're fucking incompetent the entire dungeon? Like, why make sure that you're almost guaranteed to die? Alright, trials time. If it's fucking Endsinger, we're probably ending the stream here, because, like, I've yet to get an Endsinger run, like, the past couple of months where the tanks don't just fuck everybody over and wipe the fight halfway through. No, seriously. I've yet to see it happen in ages, and that's with tanks that have done it before. That's not where both of them are new and, you know, don't know that. It's with people that have run it before. Ramuh, why the fuck does this keep coming up lately? Also, I gotta remember to start with Reaving Fangs, otherwise I don't get my speed bonus. Like, usually I'm starting with Steel Fangs, that's more out of habit from all the other melees. So I just hate getting this one, because nobody fucking knows how to run this anymore. Like, you guys saw the last time I was on this, I spent a good, what was it, 30 seconds? I don't remember how long the effect lasts. Because nobody bothered to hit me with the damn lightning attack. So I was stuck there the entire fucking time. Like, there's so much of Realm Reborn shit that really just needs to be reworked, because the player base doesn't know how to do anything anymore. Like, King Mog got reworked. Thank fuck for that. Because, it had one of the bigger problems. As people like keep killing all the small Moogles, even though it was wildly unnecessary. You only needed 4 of them dead. Right, I don't have that right now. Why always me? Oh, thank fuck somebody knows what they're doing. Usually it's never enough of the players that know what the fuck they're doing, which is how I end up getting stuck permanently. If it targeted every single player except the one that had terror, it wouldn't be as bad. Then at least odds-wise, you might get somebody that knows what the fuck's going on and bothers to hit you. Maybe. Can we actually kill the ads, assholes? Because I'm pretty sure this will kill us. Also, you can't even damage Ramuh right now. What are you all fucking doing? He's straight up immune to damage right now. So why the fuck are the ads not being killed? Like, only one of you was potentially fucking terrored, so what the hell? Guys, I'm trying to move so I don't hit you guys, because you don't need it right now, but I'm also next to an orb. Why the fuck me? Really? Really, game? I'm trying to fucking remove this, because the other bitch sure as fuck isn't gonna know how to do their damn job. Why do I always get this bullshit? Okay, idiot. We do not need you on that now. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Just pick up the fucking orbs, idiots! Well, now you've screwed it up so badly that it's not gonna fucking work. But if I pick this one up, it's not gonna fucking work. Yeah, I know too. This dumb bitch doesn't, and then I got fucking stuck. And nobody bothered to break it. Again, like, the only person that knows how the fuck to play this is the one that keeps getting terrored. What am I supposed to do about that? Seriously, for the love of God, rework this fight. It's just also not even that interesting to do in the first place. It fucking needs a hard rework. There's so many of these that need a hard rework. Shit, fix Garuda while you're at it. Ifrit, I think, is fine, even though he's boring as hell. At least you don't run into the same fucking problems. Mostly because I think it makes him... Wait, does it make him immune partially during the nails? Like, usually you don't run into issues with the nails anymore. Like, not quite as badly as A Realm Reborn. Which, you know, despite the fact that it was the most relevant content, you still ran into issues. So stupid. Okay, to be fair, nobody actually knew how to dodge him for the longest time because we were chain stunning him with Paladin before. And then as he was like, okay, we're not fucking letting you guys pull this shit anymore, and locked our ability to do that. So in case you're wondering why gradual stun immunity exists, oops. I may have contributed to that. My bad. I was occasionally the bitch slapping Paladin. Okay, we almost got another weapon, and I don't know what I'm actually buying. I have all the physical ranged. I have Viper and Ninja. 5, White Mage 6. And 2 of the tanks, so I have 8 right now. But yeah, no, we really need fucking reworks on some of the old content still. Crystal Tower needs... Pretty much all of Crystal Tower needs to be fixed. Labyrinth of the Ancients is the main one. The other 2 could be left alone in worst case scenario. A lot of the old primals need to be reworked. Honestly, you needed to do a better job of reworking some of the dungeons, making that one a straight shot and then not changing any of its original bosses. Dumb idea. Shit, I'm surprised you didn't just change it into the other Dynamites that used to be in there. Tamtara is a remnant of 1.0. It was created after Yoshida took over. It was one of the few instance dungeons that existed back then. Fuck, it had like 4 separate Dynamite bosses based on where you broke open walls and stuff. Changed which boss you ended up getting. It was basically the exact same fight. It was designed as a low-level dungeon, whereas the other ones were basically raid tier ones. Though you had to frequently go into them to get relic gear. Also, evasion tanking was a thing back then. Like, I remember the one time I went in there, we had a monk chain pull everything. Had the monk sack pull, so that we could go grab the chest we needed to open in, fuck, which one was it? I remember the fucking name. Where is it? Oh, it's not Tamtara I was thinking of. It was Todorock. Todorock was the original one. That's also why I never got a... I suspect that's the reason it never got a, an HM version, despite the fact that, like, all these old ones did. Aram Vale was the one I was thinking of just a second ago. It was Aram Vale and Darkhold you had to frequently go into for gear. I think you had to go into Cutter's Cry. But I suspect that's why they never got HM versions, because they're distinctively the only ones that didn't. Were the ones that Yoshida's team added in 1.0 after he took over, like long after he took over. This was fix the servers, start adding in jobs late in the game. Start adding in jobs, start adding in primals. If I remember right, Ifrit existed before the jobs were added in. King Mog might have as well. I don't remember that far back. Oh, good. Top spawn. Which means we're getting bullied. I swear, consistently top spawn gets bullied here. Excuse me. Yeah, we may be keeping this one short. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Jeuno to happen. Jeuno entirely paid for most of this weapon. What to get? Oh, I have Summoner weapon, right. So I have like 9. I miscalculated. Like, duh, I have Summoner one as well. I got the Summoner one because I keep frequently using Summoner. I just decided to make my life easier. You know, top spawn frequently gets fucking bullied. Largely for no specific reason, too. Like, I get fighting over the bridge one because there's 2 ways up there, even though you have to go through the spawn to get through one of them. Why are you all derping around in there? Granted, it's not like Lou actually came over this way. They all went into mid for some reason. Well, time to go flank blue, because they pinched themselves in the middle. Oh, you poor fucking Viper. I rail against Comet a lot, I think the only use for it is on Pictomancer, because it gives me more crowd control. Which I know is such a weird thing to say, but it's been mostly the truth with how things have gone here. So, why are we not going in on this, guys? Oh, because you guys insist on splitting up and continuing to bully the tame and dead last. Okay. Also, Warrior, you gotta try harder than that on Pictomancers. I can just literally ignore you. You can't do the pull and then expect me not to just walk out without confirming that I haven't, in fact, you know, used smudge. Just a dumb move overall. Oh, you dumbass. Why'd you come back? Now you're dead. Now you've guaranteed you die. Fuck, missed the entryway. Whoops! Ooh, ranked to Dancer! I don't think I actually got them, but that was... If I had timed that slightly better, that would have been great. Also, Yellow, there's nothing else up here, buddies. Also, holy shit, the dancers are getting value. I keep seeing, like, weird dances going off. Weird limit breaks. And of course the dancer in our party is straight up not doing their job. Nice. Why do I always get the one that refuses to use dance partner? Like, my dude, at that point you might as well just not even be on dancer. That's how much time you're wasting. At that point, quit while you're fucking ahead. Which is, you're not even ahead, so have fun. Why are you going? Get on the hill. Fuck, I hate when it gets up there. So, like, why are you guys pushing this way? If it's in mid, there's no point to doing this. If it's on the hill, eh. Yeah, it's on the hill. Not far enough. Oh, but bullying yellow's fun! They suck! Also, we shouldn't be doing it like this, because we're gonna get pinched. Okay, sure, you basically didn't hit anybody. Like, the amount of times I see Gunbreakers just doing fucking stupid shit is way too high. Also, dumb bitch, in case you didn't notice, the method we're trying to use to get at blue is stupid. We need to go the fuck around if we're going for blue. We can't go running through this direction because we'll get pinched by yellow. Like, the fuck you talking about? If you stop fucking whining and tell people where to go if you're that bitchy about it. Also, we're still ahead, dumb fucks! And you're fucking bitchy about this, really? Yeah, we probably haven't done as much combat as we should have, though, Nah, one of our Vipers is way ahead of me. Okay, never mind. You guys really don't know what a flank is. walk in right next to us. Guys. Y'all don't know the definition of flanking. Like, some of them are coming up here, but there's not enough of them to really do anything. Is there enough yellow here to actually fucking counter this? Kind of. Okay, split the fuck up, dumbasses, or eat shit. Bard has chosen to eat shit. Like, this is technically more of a flank than whatever the fuck people were calling out earlier. Okay, sure. You're in too deep, buddy. I legitimately don't know how that white mage limit break didn't hit me. Or that, for that matter. What the hell? Like, guys, ignore blue. Yellow's just, like, deep in our spawn at this point. We can't just let them stay here. They're, again, also not doing that well. You can't just leave an enemy team in your spawn and expect things to go well. Nope. No coming up here, assholes. Oh, yeah. There we go. Got rid of one of the good battle highs. No, no, no. No, no, no. You stay there and die, please. Just forcing them to pull back in a terrible way due to Comet is also effective. But like, I only use Comet on this. Every other one I prefer to have a different ability. Why? My dude, you guys are really not that smart. They're too far out, though. And yellow keeps fucking around over here. Oh, good. Let me guess. That's the... Yeah, it's the dancer who's not fucking doing anything for anybody. Is also just fucking AFK for no reason. My dude. You were already doing nothing, and now you're super doing nothing. There's a point where you are just legitimately wasting everybody's time, and you've hit that point. I think I can save this dude. There's too many. Yellow's also here. I think. Yeah, no, they are. Fuck with them a bit. Really? Fuck. God damn it. I actually would have been fine had I not been stunned. Smudge is that broken. Okay, seriously, it's people that keep yelling fucking flank. First off, fucking learn what that means, because clearly you don't understand it. Like, dude, we already knew they were here. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This, again, isn't even really a flank. See Bard. See dumbass Bard. Oh yeah, another good battle high gone. Okay, this would be more of a flank, because they're finally bothering to show the fuck up. While we're, you know, pushing in. And just... apparently Yellow's just feeding. Good to know. That wasn't even like a high damage game for me. Like, not even close. But again, it's because we had a ninja that was actually popping off. Same with a Viper. Holy shit, that is high for a paladin, actually. What the shit? But yeah, Dancer, second to last. Literally didn't do their job the entire time. Couldn't even do the bare fucking minimum of putting dance partner on anyone. I don't know what it is about PvP that results in dancers not using dance partner. It makes zero fucking sense to me. The only difference between, I believe, dance partner in PvE and in PvP is that it changes what buffs you give your partner. That's it. Like, the only negative on Dancer right now is it's fucking annoying to play because his ranges are so fucking all over the place. And that Dance of the Dawn is such a bitch to activate. But, like, you literally can't get Dance of the Dawn if you don't have Dance Partner on someone. You're going from maybe, like, barely any chance of it activating to 0 chance of it activating. That ability really needs to be fixed, by the way. It takes up too many resources, and its activation effect, its method of activating is too much of a pain in the ass. Bit easier in frontlines, giant fuck you in Crystalline Conflict. It requires your dance partner to actually get a knockout, which is, fucking impossible most of the time. At least it specifies knockout. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that's what's actually going on in frontlines, but frontlines is so bloody chaotic, I can't tell half the time. His limit break's also just fucking annoying. If you don't have a distraction, you're just gonna die before you can get the full effect of it off. That applies to Crystalline Conflict as well, which is why Dance Partner can single-handedly win fights if your team is paying attention and activating that correctly and allowing you to do your job. Most of the time, you're just gonna end up dead. It's gonna go off, but you're gonna end up dead and not being able to activate the rest of it. Most of the time. So what have I done for frontlines so far? Yeah, this has been a bizarrely good week. Like 9 first, 6 second, 1 third. That is such a bizarrely good spread. It's not the weirdness that was me doing the physical ranged wheel for the picking what job to play. That day was bizarrely good. Never get anything that good again. Absolutely will never get anything that good again. That whole entire day was so weird. Out of the 3 jobs, I only viewed Machinist as being good because that was before they added in the roll abilities into Frontlines and Rival Wings. That was before that, and everybody was like fucking locked in. I was getting crazy numbers of kills as Bard. It was such a weird fucking day. Anyway, it's weapon time. I don't know what I'm getting. Like, I'm gonna get everything eventually. I just don't know what I'm getting now. Maybe I should go with Sage, because Sage is the one I keep playing in Alliance Roulette whenever it comes up, because I'm like, well, it's not gonna spawn Jeuno. Today was a weird outlier. Today's been very bizarre. Yeah, maybe let's go with Sage. Then I can get this very off-colored weapon off. This is what happens when I change glamours out of nowhere. I went back to an old one instead of the one I was using. Because this looked better with the white mage weapon. But yeah. Haven't even been streaming for 2 hours, and we got just over 600 tomes in less than 2 hours. Remember, I tend to dick around a bit at the start of the stream, plus I had to do dailies. It's almost entirely off the backs of getting Jeuno on Alliance Roulette. Now, these are very silly. I've already seen them. There. They're basically missiles. I'm not kidding. They're basically missiles. I'm baffled that this happened, but at the same time, I'm also surprised it didn't happen sooner. They're basically missiles. These look like dyed. I don't think I've checked that yet. We're gonna go with really gaudy colors so I can tell what's actually getting dyed. Not that. Okay, it is dyeing the tips of them. I do like to dye the glowing parts of the weapons because it did that with the paladin one. And the way they glow is completely different. It's very odd. I don't know. Maybe I'll dye it later. I have no idea. So I guess we're going with the healer ones next. I tend to do things in chunks after getting specific things. Like, once I get Dark Knight closer to capping, I'll probably prioritize its weapon so it's just out of the way and seizable. Even though I'll probably never use Dark Knight, I do not enjoy it whatsoever. I'll play literally any of the other tanks. I don't like Dark Knight. In PvE or PvP. I've tried it in PvP after it got nerfed, and boy does it feel clunky. And I don't know if it felt that bad before, or if that's just how it feels now, but ugh. Yeah, actually, I got everything done already that I wanted to do. Like, I could play more PvP. I don't know. I haven't even streamed for 2 hours. God, seriously. I expected that to take most of the day, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I genuinely thought this was gonna take most of the day. I was not expecting Jeuno in Alliance Roulette, because it straight up hasn't come up, and the fucking queues have been so awful recently that I kind of just assumed it wasn't putting anybody in from Alliance Roulette, even though I knew it could. That seriously took care of most of what I needed done. Also, boy, can you tell what I've been up to? Okay, where the fuck is this? The items, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not wrong about the number. It is 10. I totally forgotten about Summoner. Also, the reason I haven't gotten Gunbreaker's weapon is because I bought a weapon for Gunbreaker. It's not the situation with Viper where technically the one I already had was better. It's not that. But, it's also just like... I just bought it just before the Phantom weapons came out, so I didn't want to fucking get it right away. It might be the last one I get, just because technically the weapon I have does make Gunbreaker functional, even if it's not the best one I could have right now. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this short. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this short. I like I said, I was not expecting this to be done already. Yeah. It's just so fucking weird. Well, not only that, but the Jeuno run was also just, like, extremely fast. Like, somebody even said, that was some good fucking DPS at the very end of that run. I am frankly shocked it went that quickly. Not only that it went that quickly, but we really didn't have that many major fuck-ups. It's just so weird for a Monday of all things. I'm so used to things going absolutely horrendously on the last day of the week for this game. It just feels so wrong for things to be going correctly for once. I don't know how to process that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call that it. Tomorrow there should be a VOD up. I still have to get that ready to go. It's one of the weapon grinding ones, because, everything that's currently in the backlog should be either weeklies in grinding or just grinding in general. Also, I have until August to get the last 11 weapons. So we're on pace for getting this done before the next set comes out and we find out what the hell we get put through fully. So, yeah. But yeah, no, tomorrow should be the usual. Probably not getting a weapon done. It will be on Shatter, which means I am not doing PvP unless I feel like getting off my ass and checking out Primal again. Because I haven't done much for ranked. Part of the problem is I fucking hate having to swap data centers like that because it is such a royal pain in the ass. It's so tedious to have to do that all the time. It wouldn't be so bad if I could do it without logging the fuck in first and doing a whole bunch of fiddly shit. And then it just takes its sweet ass time to move me over there. Honestly, that's been more of a deterrent for me doing PvP than how shit the players are. And just me hating a couple of the maps. But, yeah, no, I think that'll be it for today. Do a nice short one. To be fair, like I said, wasn't even sure I was gonna be streaming today. Kind of glad I did. That Jeuno run needed to be fucking recorded, let's just say that. But yeah, that'll be it for me today. So thanks for coming, guys, and I will see y'all next time.